You know, I've been getting tired of constantly ranting on the stupid shit YouTube does all the time to the point I'm becoming like deep humor. At this rate, I feel like opening up a whole alternative to this platform and making it a way better place. If only YouTube wasn't run by a huge ass corporation, it wouldn't have been as far gone as it is today. If you thought Susan Wojcicki was bad, nothing changed under this guy. By the way, I'll have to talk about something serious, although I'm not gonna stop with the cheesy jokes as it's coming from someone who desperately tries to be funny. So recently, YouTubers have been complaining about their views suddenly dropping, specifically desktop views. There's a misconception that once the systems confirm that you're a minor, they might turn a specific feature on without you knowing, and that might have something to do with it. I'll reveal the name later, but you might have already guessed it since you probably watched other videos talking about it. Okay, fine. It's restricted mode. You got me there. But this will be debunked by YouTube later on. So this thing right here has actually been around for years, saying a person who actually had this setting turned on before. Back then, it used to filter potentially inappropriate videos as well as age-restricted videos. Like I said, there has been a phenomenon of YouTubers experiencing a drastic decline in their viewership. This doesn't necessarily have a lot to do with restricted mode, but holy hell does it hide so many videos, regardless of whether they're inappropriate or not. And they don't even tell you. Being the AI bashing motherfucker that I am, AI has basically caused way more problems than good, as there is no real regulation of AI on YouTube. If you take my channel for example, you're gonna see that almost all videos I made after my channel reform in 2024 are gone. You might think, oh, it's because you're a sailor mouth, so maybe that's why YouTube fucked all your videos. Bullshit! Why is this video spared then? In fact, why is this video right here affected? Is it because they saw this and went, PUSSY! And it's not just me. Take a look at other YouTubers with a side-by-side comparison. Some people mistakenly thought their restricted mode is something they introduced recently, but this isn't the case at all. The thing is, it is off by default, so your school or your parents would turn it on to save you from inappropriate content or something. And take a look at this. I managed to find so many fucking videos that are far more inappropriate on fucking restricted mode. So yeah, it is indeed broken, but it's not the real reason why views dived. YouTube also clarified that restricted mode has nothing to do with it, and they don't use AI to automatically turn it on. In fact, the usage of this feature is so low for regular users that you're more likely going to see a part of a meteor in nowhere than ever meet someone who regularly uses restricted mode. I also noticed something else. If you go on desktop YouTube, you'll see that you're often given the same videos or videos similar to what you've watched. YouTube's algorithm has become so fucked lately to the point that you can't discover anything new anymore. But the real reason will absolutely shock you. Activate Darman mode. You see, a YouTuber named strife Hayes found the real reason why YouTube's views have gone down. Everyone knows that YouTube has been treating ad blockers like drugs. They've even added insult to injury by adding even more ads to the platform rather than making YouTube Premium affordable or something. YouTube Premium is a fucking scam, so I choose not to buy that shit. Ad blockers are like the alternative controllers for the Atari 5200 meant to make the system playable, as the original controllers didn't work at all. YouTube without ad blockers is like a river full of industrial waste. It's a mess. I can't even go into a video without being bombarded by an ad. On phones, it's even more fucked since you don't have an ad blocker on it. To watch a video, I have to constantly fight with YouTube's playback system in order to watch one single video in peace. Banning ad blockers is like building a toilet for birds so they don't shit in random places, but they do anyway. They like throwing more gasoline into the fire thinking that'll solve the problem. It's becoming as bad as your crazy and toxic ex that genuinely wants to ruin your life. So basically, Hayes' desktop viewership has sharply decreased after August 10. It didn't affect me that much as I've always been getting more mobile viewership for some reason. But Hayes isn't alone in this sudden desktop viewership decline. A YouTuber named Bubble Brian talked about what's really happening in an oversimplified video. No, not that cool history guy. I meant he discussed everything in brief. Perfect for my slower than a snail brain, Hayes makes a very good analysis of what's been going on. He gave plenty of examples of channels significantly losing their desktop viewership after August 10. But why this date specifically? Besides, the ad blocker correlation has been made as ad blockers are mostly used on desktops. Also, it's very unlikely that people just decided to stop watching videos of their favorite content creators at once or something. Fallouts happen very often on this platform, but this is something huge. Since desktop viewership dropped significantly for countless YouTubers, this leads to one thing. Google made a fucking ass response that's so bad that it makes the K in the word knife far more useful. In this section right here, they basically said, "Fuck you, stop using ad blockers, you little bitch." and called it a day. So yeah, what's been happening on YouTube is just a scheme to get you to stop using ad blockers. I mean, they did confirm that it has nothing to do with the restricted mode feature, but holy hell was Josh right. So in conclusion, what the hell do we do? Stop using ad blockers or what? I can't really say anything in this matter because ad blocking is against YouTube's terms of service, and if I say, no, keep using them, I'm technically telling you to break their guidelines. That's like advising you to commit crimes or something. Although ironically, the fucking FBI actually recommends you to use ad blockers to avoid malicious ads. So I can't really tell you to either stop using ad blockers or keep using them, but if only YouTube actually made its platform more usable. No amount of bullshit in this would have convinced people to move away from using ad blockers. The thing is, if you try to pacify a problem, you're just throwing more gasoline into the fire. Anyway, that's all for this short video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys when I have the opportunity to do so. And as always, peace.